Welcome to Reaction Reset. Today we're talking about gossip and how to respond. Let's face it, people are going to talk behind your back. I'm sure you've heard them talk about others behind their back. Gossip can be benign. It may be as simple as a group mentioning your name or friends relaying something that you said they thought was funny or profound, but that's not the sort of gossip that causes problems. The hurtful gossip is what we're discussing today. In the heat of the moment, we don't always know what to say. However, it's your reaction that can stop, enable, or contribute to the gossip. Your reaction can also save or break your reputation and your integrity. Let's look at why people gossip in the first place. There can be many reasons, but I'm going to give you two. First, gossip can be used to release built-up negative emotion about someone who is not part of the conversation. And secondly, gossip can be used to obtain status or belonging. Since gossip is secretive by nature, it's usually done with an exclusive group of friends or coworkers. Gossip can be what gets you into the circle of friends, and it can feel good to be included. To stay in that circle or get more attention within the circle, you're willing to say negative things you wouldn't have said before. This is what gives gossip the power. However, be sure to keep in mind the whole time, if your friends gossip about other people, they are for sure going to gossip about you. So now that you know why people gossip, let's talk a bit about how people respond in a healthy way. Should you ignore or disrupt it? Unfortunately, there's no easy answer because the situation and the environment varies. So instead, my reaction reset advice is to take preventive measures to gossip-proof yourself. You can choose to be a person who doesn't need gossip to feel included. So how do you gossip-proof your life? First, stay away from groups that exclude others. People who need exclusivity, they need security. They're usually not accepting of others that have different viewpoints or ideas. Secondly, when you hear people talking negatively about others, walk away. Even though you may feel an ego boost that you were included, ignore it. Distract yourself with your phone or your work. Vent to your partner, your therapist, or your dog. They're good listeners, and you'll feel better about yourself. Gossip won't make you true and trustworthy friends, so don't pretend to agree with someone to gain their approval. Finally, take every opportunity to communicate directly. If you disagree with someone, don't resort to gossiping about them because you don't have the courage to have an open conversation. You may be surprised how open the person is to your honesty, and it's more likely to resolve the situation. Now comes the really hard stuff. What do you do if you overhear someone gossiping about you? The best mindset is to practice detachment. Now, this isn't easy because most of us are very attached to our feelings and the approval of others. Although gossip is unkind, it's common. You'll use a lot of emotional energy taking offense at every piece of gossip. Recall the reasons I described about why people gossip and consider those gossiping about you. Are they insecure? Maybe they're angry, willing to do anything to belong? None of these sound like a great place to be. Why waste your thoughts or get vengeful or depressed? You should feel sad for them. They're stuck in a group of people who can't trust each other and they bond over negativity. Remember, change your reaction, change your world.